Well, good morning. Yesterday we got a little bit of rain. How would you? Maybe a tenth. It was just kind of rainy most of the day. So yesterday we had our meeting, our annual meeting for Rolling Plains cotton growers. It's the organization that represents cotton growers in this area of the Rolling Plains, which I am a part. And so we just had some CEUs and just legislative updates on stuff like that. And it was kind of rainy, but I mean, it didn't really rain. There's kind of where it's wet, but everything else was pretty, it'll dry out today. It was cold last couple days, down like near freezing temps for low. Now it's supposed to get back up close to 80 today. And so whatever it did rain, it'll dry off very quickly. All right, so there's another chance of rain a week from yesterday. And so my goal for now till then is I've got to get this cleaned up. I'm going to put stuff on the shelves. That's what I'm going to work on today. And move this stuff out of the way. That will go to the shelves. And then my goal after that would be to try to get the header off of that cotton stripper and put it in the barn so I can get the other stripper in the barn also. And so what I'm thinking is here, next front of the rotary hoe. I think that should be enough distance. Should be plenty. So I just need to move the courier somewhere else. But I'm also going to get the grain truck out because Dad wants to use that to help prune some trees. And after we do that, we got to fix that brake booster or send it in. So that's going to go, maybe the courier goes there or somewhere else. So got to do some moving. But shelves first, got to stay focused. I need to get the shelves done so I can eliminate that part of my life. Then work on getting other stuff out to then get that stripper in the barn. I just look around, I see projects. So I'm excited. I got this rolling work cart. Some and a lot of assembly required. Those suckers are real heavy. My thought here, again, as I walk over here and see more projects of things I just need to get out of my life. Yeah, I know. I had to take this pump apart and spilled. But my thought is to put, as I walk in, let me give you the tour. So this workbench is great, but with the vise and different things, it just kind of gets dirty, and I'm going to get that better. But putting that workbench somewhere here, so not that I have a tight, narrow walkway, and maybe, I don't know, I have to decide how far to go, but kind of create like a work kitchen, a galley kitchen. I think that would be nice. I can get the press, not the drill press, but the press. Like I'm missing the word I'm looking for, but I can get anything that's not electrical kind of in here. Maybe oxyacetylene, unless it's good there, I don't know. So that's my thinking and then I have some drawers, so ability to move things, ability to store small parts and that's kind of what gets accumulated here. Random tools, just smalls. And so I'm excited about that. All right, enough talking. Let's get to work. Well, if you were watching, I have shelves. High as I can go. All right. Some acrobatic moves on there. If you slow that thing down, you'd be impressed. All right, what I'm going to do next is move some things around just to move them again. It's efficient, I know. That chemical I'm going to need for spraying the wheat, I'm going to move it somewhere else in the way so it's not there, I think, or I don't know. It needs to go out of the way. I got to clear all this space. I'm going to lift, get these barrels out, and then I'm going to get the skid steer over here, I think. I thought I had a better plan. Now all of a sudden it's like, what am I missing? I got to move some things. Here's I think I've come across an epiphany. Table saw and cement mixer. Up there, probably. Up that one. Up here, I'm going to put this extra toolbox that none of you have asked about with my decked toolbox that none of you have asked about. I'm going to get them up there on this one. I think that makes a lot of sense. And then I'm going to move these heavy wheel weights and things to there, I think. I don't know. They're really, really heavy. Toe breakers. That's no. I think it makes sense to go over there because it's not as the shelf is lower. But man, this kind of organization is stuff that you want to get it perfect the first time, but you almost never can. But I'm trying. I'm trying to think through all the different scenarios, and I can't do that, but I'm trying to do my best. Got them stacked. Remember, you can buy these. You just gotta ask. I'll make you a good deal. Now I'm going up. So if you buy them, there's going to be a restocking fee, and so it's still going to be worth your while. But yeah, it's got to get out of my way. So it's going up, and then it's about lunchtime. I think I probably will stop and then come back and continue. I think it's coming together for me. The issue I have is Dad's kept a lot of these barrels from when he used to do, the label's gone. He used to do Roundup in 30s, and they're useful for stuff like catching oil and put them as covers over stuff to keep the sun off things. That's what I got to figure out the best way to store those. But once I get this up, I'll have a better idea of kind of where things need to go. I'm going to that pallet of shanks there, I'm going to make a shelf up higher somewhere, probably where I leave myself like maybe 2 or 3 feet right there, and I'll do a section. I'll put that up there, and then I've got some more shanks out here that are still good. I'm gonna put those on the pallet after lunch, and I'll probably put those next to it. Hopefully I can get all of those. Hopefully I can get all of those onto that pallet. I think I can. Man, then that'll be most of the big stuff, I think. And I just gotta figure out what to do with the rest of my shelves and these barrels and stuff. So I'm back from lunch, but it's been a while since lunch because I was going around with Samuel, you know, he's the man, and we're doing some soil sampling on the cotton ground that will be cotton ground this year. And I been wanting to do soil sampling because I think I'd like to put out some fertilizer when I strip till before too long. And so we were doing that, and we just finished. And by doing that, we kind of drove diagonally through every field and got a sample at every spot. But because I did that, I saw that it's dry enough. I'm going to go finish spraying the very little bit that I have to finish. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to try to get a little bit more done on the shells. And then I got to get back to home because tonight we're doing an alumni basketball game. It's going to be interesting. About 15 of us alumni are going to play against each other, 2 teams, and then then we'll all play against a school team with some high school kids and our principal and maybe other adults that play. So I got to get back for that. There's a skills competition, free throws and 3-point shooting maybe. I don't expect to win. I never was a great shooter, but it'll be fun. A little fundraiser, fun thing for the community to do. So anyways, I've got to get this done, get that done, and get home for that. Spraying is done. I had just enough. Well, the truth be told, I actually ran out on the last section I was spraying. So I switched it to the freshwater tank. There was still product in the booms. And so I used that fresh water to push out what was in the booms to spray that last little bit. Who knows? It may not be enough to die. May have to go back and spray with a 4-wheeler. Just have to see. But I did what I could do. It's not perfect. All right. It is later than I thought it would be. So for real quick, I'm going to try to get one thing done on these shelves, I think, is the goal. And then I got to... Well, running out of time. I gotta go. Got something done. I didn't have time to put that get those other shanks on that pallet. I'll just have to do that maybe tomorrow. So Is that bow in a bunch? It's probably pretty heavy, but I think it should be okay. Right? No, that wood was already had some bow to it, so we're good. We're all good. That's thumbs up. All right, so tomorrow, put that other shank up there, and then I'll do something with the barrels. Get the barrels and things put away, and then I will be able to move stripper out and this stuff out of the way. I'm gonna put the header on those over there. The courier's gonna go where the grain truck is. The grain truck's gonna leave. Gotta take the tailgate off the grain truck. And it's just gonna be nice. I'll have to swing the new stripper in right there to set the header down. Then once it's out of the way, I don't know where, now I'll just have to figure out, because the header's staying on this one. And it sticks off to one side. I'd like to keep the shelves, the ability to get to the shelves there. It's gonna fit. I don't have any issues. I feel confident that it's all gonna fit, but I wanna make sure that I have room to access the shelves and things if I need to, which I don't wanna have to, but I might need to. So anyways, and then this, and put that together. One review said 3 hours to put that together. Yeesh. That's a long time. So anyways, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. If you're gonna farm it.